Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dima Arts Class. Dima Arts Class is an educational channel here on YouTube, and what I do is to bring you educational videos on government and literature. Okay, in case you didn't know, I have another channel called Dima Tutorials where I teach the English language and literature also. Okay, so this channel is for government and literature. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Click on the subscribe button. Help us promote this video and this channel on YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be solving 2020 Jamb government past questions. Okay, I've already solved 2021 government past questions. If you haven't watched the videos, make sure you check out my older videos and watch all of the videos. One thing I should tell you is that in government, questions are usually being repeated. Okay, one of the questions we're going to solve today, I've already explained it in my older videos. Okay, so you have to watch all the videos that I've uploaded on this channel. Okay, now let's begin. Question one, we have judges in Nigeria enjoy security of tenure. Judges in Nigeria enjoy security of tenure. We have option A, if they are appointed by the president. Option B, if they have the support of the Nigerian Bar Association. C, if they are of good behavior. And D, during the life of the government which appoints them. Okay. Now, which of these is the correct answer? What ensures that judges in Nigeria enjoy security of tenure? What ensures that judges in Nigeria are not removed? Okay. Now, judges in Nigeria have guaranteed tenure. Judges in Nigeria have guaranteed tenure, okay, until their retirement age of 60. Until their retirement age of 60. Is at 60 that they retire, okay? So judges serve until their retirement age of 60. A judge in Nigeria can only be subject to suspension or removal only if he is incapable or his behavior has rendered him unfit to discharge his duties. Okay, a judge can only be suspended or removed if he has been considered or has been proven to be incapable. Okay, if he has been proven to be incapable or his behavior has rendered him unfit to discharge his duties. And he can only be proven incapable or unfit to discharge his duty due to his behaviors after fair hearing, okay? After fair hearing of the judge based on the established standard of the judicial conduct, okay? After the fair hearing of the judge, and judgment will be based on the established standard of judicial conduct. Okay, so a judge has a secured tenure in the office, okay, until his retirement age, except if he does something that questions his character or he has been declared unfit to discharge his duties. Okay, so whether he's been appointed by the government or he's been supported by MBA, his tenure is secured, okay, until he retires, except he misbehaves or declared unfit or proven unfit to discharge his duties, okay. Now let's look at the options and choose the correct one, okay? If they are appointed by the president, if they're appointed by the president, like I told you guys, this is not the reason why judges enjoy security of tenure, okay? Whether he's been appointed by the president or not, he will enjoy his tenure, he will enjoy security of his tenure till his retirement age, except his character or his behavior is questionable and proven to be against the conduct or the judicial conduct, okay? Except his behavior is against the judicial conduct. So option A is not correct. If they have the support of Nigerian Bar Association, of course, it's not correct. Okay, this is not what guarantees security of tenure of a judge. Okay, option C, we have if they are of good behavior. Yes, this is the correct answer. Okay, what ensures that a judge in Nigeria enjoys security of tenure is if they are of good behavior. Now, if a judge is of good behavior, he won't be suspended, okay? He won't be facing any trial or anything, okay? So he will enjoy his tenure to his retirement age, okay? So option C is the correct answer. Now option D, during the life of the government which appoints them, is not correct. You already know the reason. So option C is the correct answer. Let's move on. Question 2, we have which of the following is not a function of the police force in Nigeria? Which of the following is not a function of the police force in Nigeria? We have option A, traffic control, B, arrest of criminals, C, making of laws, D, prosecution of criminals. Now, the functions of police include the preservation of law and order, the protection of life and property, the due enforcement of laws and regulations with which they are directly charged. Okay, now these are the functions of Nigerian police. Okay, now let's look at the options and choose the correct one. Option A, we have traffic control. Okay, traffic control is one of their duties, is one of their functions. Controlling the traffic is maintaining order or preserving order. Okay, so is one of their functions. Okay, option B, we have arrest of criminals. Of course, you know that this is what police does. Now, option C, making of laws. No, 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 this is not correct. Police do not make laws, they rather execute laws. They don't make laws, okay? Rather, it's the parliament that makes laws, not the police, okay? Now, option D, prosecution of criminals, okay? This is what they also do. So, option C is the correct answer, okay? Making of laws is not what the police do. They don't make laws, okay? Now let's move to the third question we have. Before the 1963 Constitution, the highest court of appeal for Nigeria was the, we have option A, Supreme Court, B, Federal Court of Appeal, C, Privy Council, and D, Federal High Court. Now, before 1963 Constitution, the highest court of appeal for Nigeria was Judicial Committee of Private Council. Okay, now before 1963, there was a system of direct appeal from the High Court to the Judicial Committee of Private Council, which served as the final court of appeal for Nigeria until 1963. Okay, the Judicial Committee of Private Council served as a final court of appeal for Nigeria. It was the apex court of Nigeria until 1963. Okay. Now, after it was abolished in 1963, Court of Appeal was established as an intermediary between the High Court and the Federal Supreme Court. Okay, after the Judicial Committee of Private Council was abolished in 1963, another court was established. And the court that was established is the Court of Appeal. Okay, the Court of Appeal was established, which served as an intermediary, is between, okay, it stays between the High Court and the Federal Court. Okay, so cases go from the High Court to the Appeal Court, then to the apex court, which is the Federal Supreme Court. Okay, so before 1963 Constitution, the highest court of appeal for Nigeria was Judicial Committee of Private Council. The Judicial Committee of Private Council, okay, it was the highest court that Nigeria had before 1963. It was after 1963 that they had Supreme Courts, okay. That's when they had Federal Supreme Court after 1963. Now, option C is the correct answer. Okay, the privy council. Privy council is the correct answer. Okay, and let's move to the next question. Which of the following countries belonged to Casablanca group? Okay, which of the following countries belonged to Casablanca group? We have option A, Liberia, B, Tunisia, C, Mali, and D, Cote d'Ivoire. In my previous video, the most recent previous video, okay, I discussed the Morovia group and the Casablanca group. I discussed them in details, okay. Now, for those of you who might not have watched the video, the Morovia group is made up of independent African countries that came together and wanted to have a good relationship with each country maintaining supremacy or sovereignty, okay, with each country being independent, okay, and they're made up of Liberia, Nigeria, Senegal, and Cameroon, okay. Now, these four countries are the countries that made up Morovia group or Morovia bloc, okay. Now, the Casablanca group or the Casablanca bloc are independent countries that came together, okay, but they believe that Africa should be like African countries should be like European countries. They should be like European countries with a central government, okay, with a central government. They wanted to concentrate power, okay, on a central government. They wanted all African countries to come together and lose sovereignty of their countries. Okay, this is unlike Moravian group, and Casablanca group is made up of Algeria, Egypt, Ghana, Guinea, Libya, Mali, and Morocco. Okay, now let's go back to the question and choose the correct answer. Okay, which of the following countries belong to the Casablanca group? We have Liberia. Now Liberia belongs to Morovia group. Okay, so it's not correct. Option B, we have Tunisia. Tunisia neither belongs to Morovia nor Casablanca. Option C, Mali. Mali belongs to Casablanca group. So option C is the correct answer. Now Cote d'Ivoire. Option D. Cote d'Ivoire neither belongs to the Moravia group or Casablanca group. Okay, they rather belong to Malagasy Union. So option C, Mali, is the correct answer. Okay, option C is the correct answer. Let's move on. The UNO was founded. UNO means United Nations Organization. Okay, the UNO was founded in 1945 to replace the. We have option A, OAU. OAU, you know what OAU is, okay? Organization of African Union, OAU. Option B, we have NATO. NATO means North Atlantic Treaty Organization, okay? North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And option C, we have Commonwealth of Nations, and D, League of Nations, okay? Now, I've watched my previous videos. I think Jamb likes to ask this question a lot because last year, rather in 2021, two questions came out on this. So you need to learn about it. You need to know about it. Okay. Now, option D, League of Nations, is the correct answer. The UNO was founded. The United Nations Organization was founded in 1945 to replace the League of Nations after the Second World War. Okay, because the League of Nations, which had the primary goal of preventing further World War after the First World War failed. Okay, so it was replaced with UNO. Okay, after the Second World War. So option D, League of Nations, is the correct answer. Alright guys, that'll be all for today. I hope you gleaned knowledge from this video. I hope you learned something from this video, okay? Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, it's important to click on the subscribe button, okay? So you can see my older videos and be among those who will be notified once I upload a new video, okay? Click on the subscribe button and share the video to your friends. Thank you very much for watching and see you in another video. Bye-bye.